Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 3.5, Problem 16. This is Section 3.5, Problem 16. We have 0.32 divided into 51.2. So for a problem like this, the decimal and the number in front of the division symbol has to be pushed as far to the right as it can go. So I have to take it from where it is originally in the question, pull it over 2 places to get it as far right as it will go. Now the rule is, as many decimal places as you have to move that decimal for the number in front of the division symbol, you have to move it the same number for the number underneath the division symbol. So it starts between the 1 and the 2 for 51.2. If you bring it 1 spot, it goes to the right of the 2. You have to bring it 1 more spot, which will fill in with a 0. So now the problem essentially becomes 32 divided into 5,120. The answer for this division, the 32 divided into 5,120, will be the same answer for the original division, 0.32 divided into 51.2. So, start the division problem. 32 divides into 5. 5's not big enough, it won't go. 32 divided into 51. It only goes once, right? 2 of them would be 64. That's too big. So 1 times 32 is 32. Subtract 1 minus 2. The 1's not big enough, so I have to borrow. Cross off the 5. Take it down to a 4. Then that 1 can be written as an 11. 11 minus 2 is 9, and then 4 minus 3 is 1. So I have 19. So now what I do is go to the number under the division symbol, move over 1 digit to the right, it's a 2. Bring that 2 straight down, put it next to the 19 I got when I subtracted, and I get 192. Now, 32 divides into 192. How many times? Those numbers are getting pretty big. So to get an estimate, just look at the first digit. So 3 divides into 19. 6 will get you pretty close. 3 times 6 is 18. That's probably going to be pretty close one way or the other. So 6. 6 times 2 is 12. For 12, write the 2, carry the 1. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus the 1 more that we carried is 19. And now it matches up nice. 192 minus 192 comes out evenly. 0 when you subtract. And we're not done yet because there's another 0 up in the number that's under the division symbol. The dividend is called. So bring that 0 straight down. And we have 0. Now, some number times 32 is 0. Well, it has to be 0, of course. 0 times 32 is 0. And when we subtract, we get 0. So the answer is 160. Usually there's a decimal somewhere in the number underneath the division symbol that you bring straight up. In this case, we had to move it so many spots, it's still all the way at the end. So it's 160 is the final answer. And that would be the answer to the original question, of course. That's our point, what we're looking for. How many times will 0.32 divide into 51.2? It'll go in 160 times.